Wagwan. My 1-0s, all my 1-2s, all my 1-3s. I'm in a good mood because we've got something special going on here. So if y'all don't already know what this box is, it's a box for a I think it's called a Wolverine Article 3, if I'm correct. This one's been a heavy request for the channel, and to be fair, even for me as a airsoft fanatic, just got to wipe down the box. I just feel like it deserves that kind of treatment. You know what I'm saying? It deserves that kind of treatment. We want it to look all greasy and nice and clean. But this one was a heavy request for the channel. Plus, even for me, it was something that I really wanted to have a look at myself, because I'm a HPA lover. If y'all know, I've put myself through everything when it comes to the high capper platform, from hammers to hop-ups to barrels to you name it. There ain't a part of that gun that I haven't tried to do something interesting with. I'm going to try and do a lot more stuff like building work on the channel next year, because that was something that was requested. Quite a few people said to me, we see the end of the builds but we don't get to see the journey. So I was like, oh, I didn't know y'all want to see the process. Sometimes it's frustrating and long, so know what you signed up for. And oh, do you know what, let me talk on that quickly before I open this beautiful piece of kit. I will be opening up beta building next year, just because essentially if you don't have some kind of membership with 1-0 boys, essentially I probably won't tech for you next year. And that's just because I need to put homage on my service. I spent a lot of time wasted last year on just unserious people. We're not going to make the video all about them. So with that being said, I will, if you're around us, obviously it's quite easy to just kind of approach me or shout me because we've been working together. That's different. Those kind of people are safe. But anyone else new, you have to sign up to membership. There's bronze, silver, gold and platinum membership. They basically just offer you different things. Tech time, research. I can do a whole video on that if y'all want a video. Comment in the comments and just say explain membership, and I'll do a whole video just based upon membership for next year, because it just gives you access to things that other people that you want that you don't have access to. Because I tried to listen to what people fed back last year. But yeah, so beta testing will be open, and what that basically means is if you, during that beta testing program, if you are able to provide your budget, provide a small fee for teching, I'll basically do the build for you. I'll tune the build, and then you can either link me at a site and collect the build, or I can post it to you. I do prefer if you link me though, because then I can show you, and then it's like we both signed the project off together kind of thing. Because I'm really not trying to damage my brand, because people take the gun home, don't take my advice, and then blow the thing to smithereens, and then be trying to talk on my name. So yeah, but without further ado, let's get into the goodie. Let's get into the goodies. So one thing I love about my squaddy is like my team is like, oh, how do I explain it? My team is just, I just love my team is the long and short of it, because without them, without the team and without the access to the people that we have within the community, half the stuff I'm trying to do for you guys, I'm gonna be honest, I just wouldn't be able to do, because I wouldn't have access to the things. Like I remember, when was this, last year, somebody shouted me about the Titan 7, the Boss Titan 7 platform, and they wanted me to do like a breakdown video of like disassembly and reassembly, and by that point I had probably got rid of the gun like maybe like 6 months before that. So they were seeing old videos kind of thing, and luckily because I had the camp around me, it was very easy to just kind of be like, guys, I need a Titan 7, something that already has a few upgrades but nothing too crazy in there, because I need to shoot this video. Within like I think it was within an hour or two, I got back a message and was like, yeah, you have the gun, just let me know where I'm linking you to drop it off. And even when I collected the gun, they were like, yeah man, just keep it for however long you need. And it was kind of nice, because that was a transitioning time period between wanting to make this what I do and actually it becoming what I do. Whereas, to be honest, I've done the whole season this year, so it's like nobody can really talk on it and be like, oh, he ain't really I've heard some crazy things along the journey. Oh, you in a tech and you in a... You know what I'm saying? And at points I wasn't. I genuinely wasn't. But by the grace of God, by the grace of the community, by the grace of some sites, because I feel like, yeah, that's a whole nother video in itself. So I'll go into that. If y'all want, just put whole nother in the comments and I will do the explanation on that, because I just feel like airsoft sites be violating us, and bruv, without us they don't have nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to hold these motherfuckers accountable, and just be like, treat me well, or else guess what, like next season you won't see me, and when you don't see me, that means you also don't see the other 10 people that come with me. Let their pockets suffer, let them treat us correct, or let their pockets suffer. But onwards and upwards, back over to this beautiful work of art. So this is what they call the Wolverine Article 3. To be fair, I don't know much about the Article 2 or 1. And from what I've seen from the pictures, it just looks like the same thing, just a more basic version. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Which for me is a bit silly, because I remember, maybe I'm bugging, maybe somebody in the comments can tell me, but like, I remember when they first dropped the article. I don't even know if it was called the Article 1, but I remember it was called the Article. This thing came out maybe like 2 years ago. So for them to be dropping what they're calling the Article 3, I'm kind of like, surely the gun should be different. But even me, I'm struggling to see much difference from the Article 1 to this one. From what I've seen, you know, I'm not knocking the gun. It's a good gun. It's a good purchase. But it just seems like one is got an electric like ETU system in there, so it has more programmability, like binary and rare. Via why this one you have to use a battery, whereas the first, I think it's Article 1, correct me if I'm wrong, is just a mechanical. So it's almost like, what is the like? Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm just like, but, and even when I checked the price, I was like, but it's still 800 quid. So you're charging me 800 quid for one, and it's mechanical, which means I can just plug up HPA, I'm lit. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas this one, I have to have a little mini, I'll show you, a little mini battery with it. It gives me more functions. It makes sense, trust me, it makes sense. Even the trigger response, like, it makes sense. But I don't understand why they're the same price. So that left me a bit baffled. But maybe somebody in the comments can help me understand, because I was just like, it kind of makes no sense. It's kind of like, it feels like the company's kind of bumping me, like, or trying to bump me, but yes. So we start with this. I'm gonna spend some time and talk about the box. I'm gonna try and keep it short and sweet, because yeah, people be saying some of these videos are longer than they need to be. So I'm gonna try to listen to you motherfuckers. So straight off the talks, you got a premium box from a company like Wolverine. I think it's MWS Wolverine. If I'm correct, it's Wolverine who are the company who make this. So you know all them gas blowback rifles, I think they're called GBRs, with the bulk system in them. Y'all know I had a few on the channel. I had one, Dozy had one. I put them on the channel. Check the shorts, I've got a couple videos shooting them. So yeah, they're the company who basically produced this thing. So, and you know what, Titman, anyone who knows the Titman car, I've had a few Titmans on the channel as well. Like, it's basically the company who make that style type stuff. They basically made what they call their speed soft version of the rifle. The box is it's premium. I spent a whole 10-15 minutes talking about what's it called, Tokyo Marui's High Kappa 5.1 government editions box. I'm not gonna do it here. I'm just gonna say it's beautiful feeling. It's one of them boxes that you feel like I don't want to damage it. Do you know what I'm saying? I can see this gun came from Levi. It's his gun that he's loaned me for a week or two to review, and basically game it. He said I can game it for a game or two and kind of just get an idea of it, because I kind of said to him, I just don't think it's for me, and he was like, nah bro, use it, I think you're gonna really change your mind on it. So big up my honoree for investing back into me, just like how we're investing into him. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Premium style box. I love the fact this artwork is amazing. It makes me feel like something that you would find in Stranger Things, or it's something that you, like a treasure you'd search for in, what's a good film, like not John Wick, like what's a good film, like, you know, one of them films where it's like mad adventurous and we have to work like a team, and at the end you collect this package. It feels like that. And with a name like the Article 3, you expect, you're kind of like, bruv, that box better look. So well done, Kai, Wolverine, you guys got that right. I kind of like it. The subsection division, if you want to call it that, the subsection division who produce this stuff, they're called Hertic Labs. So to my knowledge, it's called the Wolverine Hertic Labs, because obviously that's the whole overview is the Wolverine is the company producing this, and I believe it's the engine that they're using. Hertic Labs would be like the subsection division, similar to how like Vosk have the Vosk custom shop, and then the Article 3 would be the model that we're talking about. So just to be clear, because even me, I got so confused. I was like, what the hell does Wolverine have to do with this? Then what the hell is Hertic Labs? Then what the hell is the Article 3? So I had to proper work out what each thing was. I think it's wise I explain it to y'all, especially if you're looking for parts, because some people was talking to me the other day about catches and the engine. It's like they only wanted specific things. They didn't want the whole body. So, but yeah, and then on the side of the box, you have a picture of what the gun looks like, which I think is a really cool, nice feature. Hopefully the GoPro can pick that up. Article 3 gives you some specs on the side, which I'm going to talk over. Little Hertic Labs logo. I just think it's cool. And then on the opposite side, it just says Hertic Labs product is built on Wolverine Airsoft MTW platform. So this is what I was saying to you earlier. And designed, assembled and tested in Kingsport, Tennessee. Oh, so it's an American thing with both US and foreign components. Cool. That's nice. I like when companies do that. Give me some shit to read. There's some other writing on the back, but I'm just like, ugh, I'm past it. I kind of want to open the box. Let's talk specs quick and then I'll bust the box. So it says Article 3. It looks pretty. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it's hard for me to get me to say a gun's pretty. I like it. It looks, especially when something's skeletonized. Skeleton. So, but what the hell is going on here? What is going on, Charlie? Skeletonized. There we are. Skeletonized. There we are. Don't know what was going on there. It's hard for you to get me to like something when it's built with that kind of feature. But I kind of do like this. There's some bits I would change, but I think if it was my gun, I would have to put a red dot and a few attachments on it to see if I still feel the same before I change those things. But so Article 3, it has the Inferno Gen 2 HPA engine, which is a really good engine for those of you who know. Hertic electronics with red speed trigger, which again, very cool. It's basically talking about the ETU. CNC skeletonized receiver set, so again that's what's talking about the body set. 8-inch red carbon fiber outer barrel, which again beautiful, heavy duty, well yeah, somewhat heavy duty, keeps your inner barrel protected and your hop up and all of that system there protected. 8-inch carbon fiber outer, no, 8-inch red carbon fiber stock, which I think is amazing because they're giving you the ability of running it like a small SMG platform, similar to like the MP5, the MP7 or something like that, as well as the ability to run it as a full style AR-15 M4 style platform. So I kind of like that ability, and even the quick crossover, it's literally just one bolt that changes it over. So I love that. And then it says 1-inch drop stock, so I believe that's basically the SMG style thing I was just talking about. A mid-cap PTS NTW magazine. The MTW magazine ain't in here because a few weeks ago he gave it to me. I just think he wasn't getting on with it. Anyone who does buy this or is planning to buy this, make note the spring in that magazine that comes with this gun is a lot stronger than the PTS magazines. So if you're gonna have some problem loading it with like a what they called, man, you know, the new pro speed loaders, and there's another company who does them, Odin. You're gonna have issues with those. Like even with the clicky ones, you're still gonna have a bit of issues, but the clicky ones are probably your best bet in terms of loading these magazines. I haven't tried the electric speed loaders with that MTW magazine yet, but they're essentially, I know it sounds like a problem, but they're built to be like that. I watched the video last night where the company speaks about it. It's built for your protection. So what it does is it BB protects, so you don't have leak out or leak in. I don't know if y'all know what that is. If you don't know what it is, I can do a video where I explain it. And it basically removes, there's an issue that, well, not an issue, but there's a function with the MTW where when you put it in the gun, when you put it in the gun, it basically, I'm gonna have to pause. I'm generally gonna have to pause this video. Sorry, peeps. But yeah, do you know what? I'll pause it before I actually open the gun. What was I saying? It basically allows you to slide it. Yeah, bruv, just research it. Just research. There's bare videos. I don't need to do a whole nother video talking about it. Like, it's built to be like that, so don't knock it. But and another thing you'll find is it won't go into most M4 chambers because it's only built for the MTW and this system. So that was another thing, because I tried to put in my G&G, tried to put in my Spectre Arms, I tried to put it in my boy's ASG. It just wouldn't bloody fit, and it looks exactly like an M4 magazine. It obviously is got that PTS company partnership with MTW, but it just doesn't seat. Like, it goes in there, but it doesn't seat and lock in. But without further ado, let's get into it. So yes, so we open the box, and I'm gonna have to spin it at an angle because I've got limited space here. But I kind of wanted to just talk over the design artwork. Like, can we just take some time to, and I'm even gonna spin the camera just for a second so y'all can take this in properly. Can we just appreciate the artwork here? Can we just appreciate the artwork here? We have a man on, and I love it. He's in these Converse trainers, in these little Converse trainers, holding article. I love it. It looks like a pink article. You know me, I love my bright colors. And he's in a dye mask shooting some kind of monster. Like, can we appreciate the artwork? I even love the fact that it's framed. I even like the fact that the two points at the top here are magnetic, so as soon as you lower this, it connects to the front section of the box. I really like that. Can we also take some time to just take in the gun? Like, can we actually do that? Let me spin back the camera, because then you guys can get the view that you're meant to be getting. Can we also take some time to take in the beauty of this beautiful piece of art here? Beautiful piece of art. Can we actually take some time to take it in? Well done on the artwork, I'm telling you. Like, if I had the £800 spare and I didn't have a rifle I'm already in love with, I would, I'm telling you, just based upon this and this and the box quality, bruv, I would be involved. But I'm currently in love with my rifle, and it took me a long time to find an AG I was happy with. So I'm not gonna break my stride, if you wanna call it that. So what I'm gonna do quickly, guys, is just pause quickly, because I've literally just got to go and answer a message, important business, and I shall be back. So this is the part 1. Your boy is back, so let's get right back into it. So like I was saying, like, they've done well on the box, they've done well on the artwork, the introductory, and from what I've seen on this spec list, they seem to have tried to do the speed soft thing and kind of just get the lightest body with great performance parts, from the trigger down to the engine, down to the hop up setup, down to the barrel. Like, just they've tried to, you know, like when you're building like a scat pack car and you try and put the best bits together to achieve. I feel like that's what the Hertic Labs team have done here with the Article 3. So I'm gonna list you out some of the parts currently, and yeah, we'll talk from there. So the weight, they're saying that this weighs 2.4 pounds. Now let's give this a test. Like, the bloody thing is so light. Like, that's one thing I will say straight off top. There's like, kind of has me speechless a little bit, to be honest. Like, you know, when something's just too light, you're almost like, I feel like I'm gonna break it because it's so light. But it's awesome. It's really, really light. Really, really light. Really, really light. Now I've got it in my hands. When I've played against people who are using this, it now makes sense why they can run about and be ducking and diving and 101 shots, because the thing is so light. Like, the agility on it. One thing I did want to just do is tap the trigger quickly. Yeah, like, there's literally nothing to it, and that trigger feels so crisp. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, man, you could get your shots off with this thing. It's almost like cheating at this rate. But let me give you the specs quick, and then we'll get into it. So they're claiming it weighs 2.4 pounds, which I don't wrong them on saying, because it feels 2.4 pounds, like very light due to carbon fiber. So apparently it's made out of carbon fiber, which would make sense because it is really light. The receiver skeletonized CNC billet aluminium with MTW spec compatibility. So that front receiver MTW compatibility. So if you wanted to take this out and, I don't know, cross convert into some kind of DMR slash rifle, mid rifle platform, from what they're saying here, you can do this, which is quite interesting, because some people might not want the speed softer look. You know what I'm saying? They might want all the perks like the trigger and damn, but they might not want the look. So that's handy to know. What else? Engine Inferno Gen 2 with Hertic Labs programming, which that's really interesting, because even if you were to buy the Inferno Gen 2, it wouldn't be set up to how they've set it up. So that's another interesting thing to keep in mind. The fire modes it offers is semi, burst, auto and binary, with the ability to program things. So there's some people who might remove the safe function and put semi there. They might put semi as binary, for example, and then they might put auto as auto, for example. I'm not sure if it gives you the ability to put it in that order. This is something I've got to look into myself, because I know there's a MTW app, which maybe I'll do that at some point while I've got the gun. Maybe grab the app and see if I have the ability to program it, because that was one thing I did say to Levi, like, if I can make the gun that bit more better for him, then I will. But at this moment I don't really want to tamper with much, because they're saying it's been built to, let's see, you know what I'm saying, let's see. What else? Which is well, yeah, let me not even talk about that. So the trigger is CNC trigger with an adjustable travel and low friction bearings, which makes a lot of sense, because like I said, the response is literally nothing. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's literally like no travel to it. And there isn't, from what I can see, there isn't screws going through it. So I guess the programmability to the trigger is done through the app, not physical, like similar to how my rifle was done. I can do both. I can do it through the app, but I can also, there's two set screws, one for the up and one like at a diagonal option. So, but I guess you don't need it, because you know what I'm saying, they've given you a whole app to sort this stuff out in. The barrel is 208mm, which is kind of a nice size, to be fair. It's not too short, but it's not too long. So I'm guessing you're getting some range. 208mm. I might have to. And then they've got a carbon fiber outer barrel, 8-inch carbon fiber outer barrel, which we spoke about earlier, which is really cool. It's not real carbon fiber, is it? It doesn't look it. It doesn't look it. It looks like not a sticker. Well, maybe I'm wrong, because you can see where Levi scratched the gun a few times during gameplay. There's a little wear on it. I'm not sure if that's real carbon fiber. It might be, because it is really light. So it might be, but I don't know, man. That looks a bit shabby. I don't know if it's just me and my Jamaican eyes, but I'm telling you, it looks a bit shabby. I'm not sure if that's real carbon fiber. It is light like carbon fiber though, but that also might go back down to, well, yeah, maybe it is then, you know, due to light carbon fiber, because they've said this all the way throughout. So maybe it is, and I'm just bugging. What else? They advise you to run it between 60 and 140 psi, I guess, for cycling safety. If you know, then you know. If not, comment and I'll do a video why that's important. ROF, which is rate of fire, they say it can be anything between 5 and 35. Trust me, I've got one of them DSG builds myself. You really don't need anything above 25, 27, you're taking the piss. Like, don't even go anything above that. Like 25, 27, you're good, bro. Even 20, like, I'm not gonna lie, from you're doing 20 rounds, you're alright, bro. I'm telling you. Cause most games in an average airsoft field, you're running in semi anyway, so you're never gonna really get to use that rate of fire anyway. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just more when you're by yourself trying to fuck about, really. Pardon my French, I need to swear less. One of my boys said that. He was like, oh, you won't get sponsorship if you swear in all videos. But I'm like, I refuse to be a fake guy, bro. This is who I am. So maybe it's good that them companies don't sponsor me, bro. I want a company that sponsors me for who I am, like not who they want me to be, bro. So I don't know. The magazine, like I spoke to you earlier, included is normally the PTS, EPM, MTW mag with empty mag detection. That's the thing I was talking about. I remember I didn't know the name. It's called empty mag detection, compatible with standard M4 mags. But I don't know about this standard M4 mags thing. Oh no, but they're saying the gun, sorry, is compatible with standard M4 mags, which is the truth, which I'm going to show you very quickly. This is a battle axe, 200 rounder. If you notice, that slot in very perfectly fine, and that relieves perfectly fine. Slots in perfectly fine, and then relieves perfectly fine. Probably heard a bit of, I heard a little grinding sound I didn't like, but I think that was just my mag chipping some paintwork, which is okay because it's been, like you can see, it's been through the hells. It's a good mag though. It's a really good mag, so I still got it. So that's the truth. It clearly is compatible with other things. Designed for speed soft players, players to seeking agility and lightweight performance, which makes sense because the bloody thing is so light. Like, it's so light. I just wish it didn't have the £800 price tag. Like, I feel like if they were closer to like 400, 500, yeah, bruv. I feel like for me already, I'm like 800 is a bit much. I get that the Inferno engine is about 350. Then when you tune that with triggers and bam, 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 I know the price goes up. But I'm thinking, even if you say £5 then for the engine, the hop-up system, that trigger set, and maybe like the wiring, cabling and all of that, are you telling me that I'm paying £300 for the shell and a stock and a mag? Like, maybe I'm bugging in it, but for me that made me feel a bit funny because, like, bro, the Infernal Gen 2 costs it's 330. So like I said, even if I'm nice to you and I say okay 450, yeah, even if I say £6, bro, are you telling me the whole body costs 200 quid? I get Speedsoft, and to be honest, now I think about it, Speedsoft gun bodies, yeah, they're mad expensive. Like, I've seen receivers for like 200-300 quid just for the receiver. Do you know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. I just think it's overpriced a bit for me personally. If this was like 400-500 quid, I would definitely buy one myself. I just think at £800, they priced themselves out the market a little bit. But I get it, because if you were to buy a Speedsoft gun in bits and build it yourself, you're definitely spending more than £800. So it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm just being ghetto and I'm like, £800 is a bit much. Like, even with the Titmans and that, £1,000, bro, for what, G? Like, for what, G? Like, I'm a tech, you know, I broke that gun down full and looked through that gun and I was like, bro, they're thieves, G. They're literally thieves. But I understand, for the realism, you're paying for the realism, the bolt action and the, but for me, just it's too much, bro. £1,000 for something, like, I don't get it. Yeah, let's not get into that debate right now. I get it here, like £8, it's worth it, G, it's worth it. Cause if you were to build this yourself, yeah, that price tag would be a bit naughty. So £8, they've done well. What else? Designed for those wanting high tunability and advanced fire controls like binary. So I've basically hit all the specs that I can hit. I have, bro, let's drop the box and let's get into it. Man, just doing bare chattings. So what was that second alarm for? One side for a second. So obviously you get the gun in the box. You get a stock. So this is the back end stock that would slot on the back of the gun and allow it to become like some kind of like AR-15 style rifle, which is also very lightweight. I kind of like the little low, not low frequency, what's the thing I'm looking for, like low key kind of like stock grip. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like it gives you that durability, that stability, but it's not in your face and it's not massive, and you know what I'm saying, I kind of like that. Also, I love the fact that, like I said it earlier, it is just one bolt to replace this system. I think that is just, I know some people are going to be like, oh, it's normally one bolt anyway, but if you're a tech, you know what I'm saying, bro. It's never normally this simple, especially accessible. Like the bolt's accessible, let me show you that quickly. The bolt's accessible from the back of the gun, like straight away, no pulling down, nothing. Like it's right there, which that's one thing I do really like. This gun is really light, bro. Every time I do pick it up, I'm reminded. So yeah, you get the stock. They give you some goodies like O-rings, bits and bobs like screws, and I believe that's bits for your engine, if I'm correct. I think that stuff handles the engine, so that's nice. This battery doesn't come. This is one that Levi grabbed for himself, a 300 milliamp 30C from, I believe this is a New Pro battery. Yeah, it is a New Pro battery. Yeah, and that basically is what runs your ETU system, and then obviously you plug up through the cable itself, and that's what gives the gun power itself. So this is what powers the electronic controls of the gun, and this is obviously what powers the firing of the gun. I don't like the way his cable looks, you know. I kind of want to change that. A little part of me wants to tape that or something, because I'm like, that's prone to an air issue, bro. But again, it's because it's not my gun, I don't want to change too much. But for me, there's things already I'm like, I wouldn't run it like that. That's problematic. But it's his gun, so I'm gonna leave it for the moment and only change it if he wants me to. They give you like this kind of business card thing that has QR codes on it, and that allows you to access your warranty and access other things like the owner's manual and stuff like that. And then the nice lovely thing about them is they give you a nice Hertic Labs patch. If you want, yeah, it is a patch, which is velcroed at the back, which is quite nice, because if you want to become part of the Hertic Labs club, you from you made your purchase, you're in, and you can showcase that. So big them up for that. Y'all know me, I kind of just want to get straight into it. We've done the mag test. To be fair, I'm not gonna really check another mag because I don't feel like I really need to. Oh, do you know what I should do? I should check the Amarok mags and see, do they fit? Let's check and see. Ooh, they're not going in straight away. Okay, they will go in. You just have to press. Okay, they will go in. I think you just kind of have to wear it in first. Yeah, they do go in. That is so crazy how light that is. With a mag in the gun, the thing is so featherweight. And I love this little SMG feel. Let's get this box out the way for a second. I really like this SMG type look slash feel. The only thing I would say is if I was running this gun myself, oh, see, I see now I've got it in my hands. I see why they've done it that way. I see, because it's like you don't even need the stock. You've kind of got the stability of the weapon anyway. Because what I was gonna say is like, because he said I could take this out to a game or two, I was gonna add the stock on it by default, because I was just like, why would I run a M4 that doesn't have a stock? But because we tend to run stocks on M4s normally, because that's where the battery goes. Like, in all honesty, that's the truth. So yeah, maybe I won't. Now that I'm feeling it, maybe I won't now. Now I see why he often just runs it like this, because it's like you have the best of both worlds. Do you get what I'm saying? The only thing I would love on this would be a red dot. Like, genuinely. Maybe a red dot shield cover. And if you really want it to be a cocky fuck, maybe like a laser. But yeah. So let's get into looking around the gun quickly, because I don't really want to make this video longer than it needs to be. So on initial things that I can see that stand out to me is they've got some kind of Hertic Labs wording around this section here. Hertic Labs Article 3. I really like that. That's really cool. Initially, if you look straight down there, the hop-up system is like a whole new metal screwed in, bolted in system, and I can kind of see the electronic system from inside. Like, bro, all of it just looks cool to me, bro, because we've already spoke about the specs. I don't really want to keep repeating myself, but it's really cool. You've got your serial number, so HTC. I'm not gonna showcase his serial number, that's his serial number.
Chair and all of that. We saying part 20, the finale. Imagine, you know, live sessions is done for me. It's crazy. I remember when we recorded part 1, 2 and 3. Remember when we shot the first couple of videos. It's crazy. God is great, eh? Here but I'm gone, guess we rarely speaking. Big Zubber and brown juice, the beat kicks in. Reminisce about old days, the barrel spin. Now I pour out my pain just to see win-win. Pray for them, the next gens, they sin. Go so hard in this thing and have no next of kin. It's so sad in this life, what we do to win. They just lined up a upper, ain't no shape up thing, survival of the fittest. No one showing pity, reporting from a first hand view. I love my city, 12 loco, be circulating. If you slip then they're escalating. Watch your team close, yeah they're penetrating. More time the ones that phony be hesitating. Forever shaking, you a foe if I ain't mistaken. Stayed so loyal to the cause when my back was breaking. Hand on heart, looked me in my eyes but you was faking. Heart was breaking, I was trying to heal cause I was aching. I tell them chase your dreams, build this music, it's a faith thing. Battles with my anger trying to